Rainbow of Flowers is the focus of our webisode today, and Heidi has done some wonderful projects. So let me show you. As a matter of fact, let me show you one just to let you see what's going on. How pretty is that? So please come play with us. Before we get into the projects, let me just show you what this is all about. Now, Rainbow Flowers has the little book of, and if you're a regular viewer, you know how wonderful these are. There are 120 sheets. There are 20 designs, so you're going to get 6 of each one. They measure almost 5 inches by almost 6 inches, and you can see how thick this is. And they're just padded at the top and just have some beautiful, well, you're going to see some of the flowers, but they're just gorgeous. The Rainbow of Flowers topper set has 8 different sheets. They are foiled, they are die cut. There's also 8 accent foiled cardstock and 8 printed cardstocks to coordinate. Then this is something new, Rainbow of Flowers Miri cardstock. Now you can see all the colors there. Heidi has used several of them. You're going to get 2 each of each color. And here are the colors that she didn't use, the purple, copper, gold, and silver, but she did use the blue, and you're going to see the purple and the green, all of them used, so just gorgeous. And all of this, so let's get into Heidi's projects. So here is the first one. And this card is have the little topper. So you can see that that just fits perfectly on this 5 by 6.5 inch card. But she's done some different things to it, which I so appreciate. She did use the Wood and Woodland 12 by 12 pattern cardstock. And this is really interesting that she used that to cover her card. And she used the kind of the white wood, and that just works beautifully with these white daisies. Now, she also, I think you can see not only that Miri look, but there's also some sparkle behind it. And what is behind it is the glitter cardstock. So this is the white glitter. So she has that as a mat, but she also has the gold Miri out of that set. So that is the first mat of the little book of, and the second mat is the white glitter. So it's just going to give you some different looks and some really fun looks. Now, the other thing that she's done is vellum. Boy, the woman just had a great time, didn't she? Now, this is our dot vellum. You can see it. And she tore the edges to be about a 2.5 inch wide piece. And she wrapped that on the matted with the Miri first. And then she also glued a piece of ribbon so the ends are behind the Miri. That way it's going to stay in place, and that's just going to work beautifully. And I love the fact with the vellum, because the vellum is going to add just a little bit more of texture. So she's got texture and shine going on just quite beautifully. The ribbon, as you can imagine, comes from the yellow ribbon set. And she did use the gingham that was in there. And then she did use the bow maker. And you know, Heidi is a great fan of the bow maker. And many of our customers are too. And so that made this bow to be zotted right on top. Now the words that are there, those come from our grateful, thankful, and blessed dazzles. Now you're going to get several sheets in here, and some of them are individual, some of them are script in a long strip. So she's used the script ones right there. You get some little hearts and swirls and flowers. She's placed the hearts on each side. I think you can see that. She also placed some hearts on the corner there. Now she does have some crystals, and these are the crystal shimmer. So they don't have a color in them, but they are faceted. So you are getting, you can really see that shine in the corners. So that is our front of our card. On the inside of our card, well, she went back to the Wood and Woodland papers, or actually cardstock, and she has, let me just show that to you. Okay, so that's it, Wood and Woodland. And she used the green one on the inside. So simply cover this, but there's something else going on. On the inside, she has created an inner easel. Look at that. How fun is that? So she took the that gold mirror, and the measurements are in the directions that are down below, but let me just show you. So she took this, and then this is going to go right here, but she made it 4.25 by 6. And then she scored it 3 inches from the top, and then 3 3/4 inches down. So you're going to get this little flap, and you're going to get this bend. Then she did use the green on the back of it. That's certainly optional. And she put the extra sticky tape behind that so it could attach directly to the inside of the card. This piece she simply cut in half and glued a half to each side. Now, she also added something fun here, which are the clear glitter straight dazzles. Now, they come in a package of 2. This has a gold foiling. There's also one with silver. She used the gold here, so you can see there's a strip here and a strip here. What they do, they are clear, but they have glitter embedded in the acetate. And so you can see through them, but it adds that pop of shine, kind of like what's on the front of the card with the white glitter. So that's nice. More of those clear pearl or clear shimmers on the corners. And here, another piece of the dotted vellum. Now, know that this is not attached down here. It's only attached under that flap. So you want to put that down, put it down with extra sticky tape to the inside of the card, and then do your flap on top, okay? The Sending Smiles. Now that was done with the 8 labels for your greetings. This is just one of those cutting dies that you can use over and over and over. So you can see it's this one. She did die cut it out of the same gold mirror that she used, made a little bow. The Sending Smiles, that is part of that same collection. You can see that they're stacked. So you get them in several colors. In fact, the Sending Smiles looks like this. And you're going to get it in, let me see, it's black, white, gold, and silver. And fun, very fun. This piece is one of the sheets, because you get 6 of each one. And what she did was to use the circle cutting dies and to lift it up. Now, because this is an easel, she put 2 layers of the foam tape. Then this is going to hold that up and allow you to have that fun embellishment on the inside of your card and kind of an extra surprise. So that is our first card. My Heidi has been very clever, hasn't she? Now, here is our second card. This is also using the little book, and she's done something different on the front, which I also appreciate, is that she used, so let me just show you the artwork that she chose. And then she used our pen knife, and it's like this. Now, you want to use a self-healing cutting mat underneath it. And let me just show you this close. Can you see how these are lifted up? Well, what she did is just to go right on the edge of the art and use the knife to do some precision cutting. And what's nice about this is that it's easy to do. So you're just going to, let me just show you with this knife. Okay, so it's like this. Then when you push on the top, that exposes the blade. Now notice how little that blade is. It's super sharp. And what we love about this is that little blade is super sharp. But we also love the fact that when you push the button, that retracts the blade. So you're never having an open blade on your work surface. We found that was important after one of our design team really had to get some stitches when she put her hand down onto the blade. So going back to this, you're just going to cut not the whole piece, obviously, but just right around the edge, just like so. And you just want to be able to lift it up. So we also have refill blades for this pen, which is really nice. And just go right around. Now I'm going to stop when I get to the body. This is a half a butterfly. and push up. And if there's an area that I didn't cut through, which it looks like there was, I can easily go back and finish that. So I will do that, but I don't need to waste your time. So she's gone around the butterflies, and she also lifted up just the edge of some of those flowers. So just enough to let it be pretty. Now you do want to do that cutting first, because this is going to get matted. So we're going to mat this on, you can guess it's right there, the purple that's out of that Mary pack. How gorgeous is that? And we will do the same thing. So we're going to wrap the ribbon around, and obviously this comes from the Purple Ribbons collection. And glue the ends at the back, do the bow maker, zot a bow right there. The I Love You, we have a Purple Dazzle collection, and that's what this is. There are, let me see, 12 sheets, and it's got everything. It's got the well, you can see the We're Together. It's got the thin line, it's got straight line, it's got all the dazzles, and there are butterfly dazzles in there also. So the I Love You comes from that collection. Now that was then foam taped onto the mauve suede, and this is what this is. So you've got, again, she really had a good time with textures. So we've got the Mary, and we've got the suede, and we've got the dazzles with the foiling. Just looks so pretty. Then that was glued to the front of the card. On the inside of the card, she went with a different color. So first, she took the blue Mary. Let me just make sure you can see that that's blue. Yeah. So here's the blue Mary, and she cut it to size. And then she took this piece, this image, here's the little book of, and she trimmed it down. Again, the measurements are going to be down below. And then she matted onto the mauve suede, wrapped the ribbon, tucked the ends, glued them to the back, did another bow. And then the You Make Me Smile and those icons, those are all part of the dazzles that were used. And this is the card inside outside, and it has black, white, gold, and silver, and that was right there. So that just worked quite nicely. So very fun to play with the different textures and the different looks. Okay, our next card has a pullout. Isn't that pretty? Yes. Now, what she used in the topper set, you get not only the sheet that has all the foiled die-cut toppers, there they are, but you also get a sheet that has foiling, and that's what this one is. Plus, you're going to get a sheet of cardstock that is just printed, so they all coordinate. And this is called the Golden Bunches collection. So she took this piece and cut it into 3 pieces. You can see that she used from the bottom up, and you can see 1, 2, 3. Before we get there, let's create this score line. So what you'll do is you'll take your 5 by 6.5 inch card, measure 2.5 inches, and then score just the front. Then you're going to fold that back so it meets at the fold of the card. So that's going to give you the 3 panels, okay? Then you're going to cut this down into the sizes. All the directions are down below. They do give the measurements. Then she matted each on the green Mary. Isn't that pretty? Very, very nice. And glued them in place. Now, then she took this topper and she placed the outside frame. So you can kind of see that there's an outside frame and an inner one. So the center frame she didn't use, the one that's just gold. You can use that to a different project. So what she did is she took this and glued the outside frame to a piece out of the Be Happy. You can see the yellows are just quite nice and coordinate quite well. And you can see it right there. Now, this was foam taped only to the left side of it, to the left side of this front panel. And then she foam taped the center of it on top. So that worked well. She also foam taped this little circle, sending sunshine and smiles. The hello is one of the cutouts out of the Be Happy collection. There are 112 cutouts. So she has one of them. She matted it on the green Mary. And then she used the yellow and orange ribbon collection to pop out the orange. That way it really showed and was bright. Now, the little accents there, they are from the gold and silver shimmer collection. And she just placed them onto the center of the flowers. So that's our card front. You saw the middle section. This section has this piece flat. Life is Better With You. That's another of the cutouts out of Be Happy. You can see another little bow made with the bow maker. And we have these crystals that are on the inside also. So a really stunning card, pretty easily made. It's just a really wonderful look. I have one more for you. Let's see what Heidi has done. And here is our card. How pretty is that? That's using the acetate on the front. Now let me show you what she did. So she first cut, this is an example of the printed cardstock. So this is the one that coordinates with this set of toppers. They are called Blush Blossoms. That's a great title, isn't it? And so she first cut this to be 6.5 by 5. So it's going to be our standard size. That way it will fit into the envelopes that we have. But she also made a front out of acetate. Now we sell acetate by the sheet. You can also buy our heat resistant acetate. So you've got two choices. Now she cut the piece of acetate to be 5 inches long, or 6.5 inches long this way. It's 5 inches, so you want to make it 5.5 inches. That way you've got a flap to go over that card base. You want to use extra sticky tape to attach it, but then she did something clever, is that she placed the border right over that piece so that it kind of hides it and makes a decorative border, and you want to use extra sticky tape to attach that also. Okay, so again, it's just 1/2 inch longer than the card. That makes sense. Now, what she also did, so she's using this one, and as you know, probably, there are 3 frames, and she's used all 3 of them, but she popped out the center one. So she attached the outside 2 with extra sticky tape to her card, to her acetate, to her card, and then she used foam tape for the center one. Makes it really easy. The You're Blooming Lovely, that's cute. That is just placed with the extra sticky tape. She used the magenta, this is magenta and dark pink ribbons, and the bow maker to make a bow, and sodded it right there. These crystals are the pink shimmer, and you can see they're right there. And that finishes the card front. Now for the card inside, she has taken this topper right there and placed it vertically. Now the one thing you want to do is you want to make sure it's hidden by everything that's on the front. So you just want to make sure that it's centered and hidden. That's been attached flat. Then we've got the Have a Beautiful Birthday right there, and another bow, more of those crystals. Now Heidi did an extra step. So she went back to her sheet that now has an empty hole and traced that onto white cardstock, or you can just use the area that's here from the sheet that was made into our card, and traced it out and cut it so that it's going to cover the tape and so forth. So that's a nice optional thing to do. How pretty. Well, I hope you'll agree this is pretty unique set. Hunkydory calls it Rainbow of Flowers with the little book of, as well as the Rainbow of Flowers Luxury Topper Collection, and all of those Mary sheets. And I'm not sure that I've got all of them, but I've got many of them right here. And I think I'm missing the green. So you get a chance to have all of those shining in your face. And as I said, you're going to get 2 of every single color. How fun is that? Okay, there is a money saver as always, so if you want the whole collection, it's on the right side of your screen. If you'd like to see the directions, they're down below. Just click on the card, like so, and you will see the directions also on the right side of your screen. And if you're watching us on YouTube, you know the drill. Like us, subscribe. Please leave a comment. I think that this is a wonderful, colorful collection, especially for this time of year. Then head on over to paperwishes.com. Take advantage of that money saver, or just pick and choose what you'd like to have in your home and enjoy the projects. We hope you will. And please sign up, because we hope that you will join us regularly. We have about 20 to 30 webisodes a month. We like to tell you that anybody can sell you product, but we also show you how to use it, and that's important to us, and I think important to you too, so that's great. Okay, I want to thank you for joining us. Thank you, Heidi, for wonderful projects, and thank you for being part of our Paper Wishes family. Bye-bye.